I feel the
Never trust anyone. You can make any weapon fit your power fantasy desires in Warframe, as long as you understand how to build and use it. The Furax are fist weapons focused on critical stats and primarily used by Greener power fists. This weapon deals primarily impact damage, which made it difficult to use over the Techo Prime, the most recent and well-rounded fist weapon in the game, as 64% of its IPS is slash, but the Incarnon Furax is just a beast, and its genesis gave it all the utility it needed to become a well-rounded melee weapon. In Incarnon form, the Furax gained plus 100% melee damage, plus 25% sprint speed, and 25% to bullet jump. You can activate the Incarnon form by EV attacking or EV slamming. EV slamming is the best option as it creates a field of fire, and even though it doesn't do much damage, it has a base 80% EV attack efficiency, which keeps most of your combo counter and procs blast and hit status on your enemies. The seismic palm stance is extremely easy to use, and you can beat up your enemies and fully utilize those awesome Incarnon Genesis evolutions DE gave us, or punch them straight in the head and one-tap them. The evolutions I use are Killjoy, which gives you increased damage and comes in handy if you need to clear a massive pack of enemies. The 50% attack speed is basically an extra mod on your weapon. Moonrise Velocity, its range enables fist weapons, as they only have 1.25 base range. And Flashing Bleed fixed the only weakness of the weapon, dealing with armored enemies. With this evolution, you'll now be able to implode armored units. Impact does minus 25% damage on clone flesh enemies, so it's not ideal to not build for Varrow against them, but even with the Riven I use for the run, which includes plus impact, melee damage, critical damage, and minus to infested, it was not an issue as you can head punch enemies with ease to triple your damage. The funniest part is that we one-shot level cap Demolist with a utility build. As our only damage mods are our Riven, Condition Overload as we prime with our Epitaph, Blood Rush and Organ Shatter to enhance our critical damage, and Prime Smite Grenier as we played the mission Kappa on Sedna. The other mods you need are Prime Reach, which allows you to head tap Demolist easily or clear crowds of enemies, giving our Incarnon Furax 5.25 range, Whipping Wounds for more potential slash procs, and Prime Fury for even more attack speed. It's such a fun weapon.